right, everybody, coming in, coming in. Thank you all so much for being here. For anybody new here, hi, I am Maggie, your substitute teacher. I would like to welcome you to yet another struggle cooking class. Hey, Lucy on TikTok, Lucy in the sky with diamonds. We're making eggplant frico today. Frico, I just like the name. Have I ever made this before? No. Has that ever stopped me? No. We're gonna make it together. I cook with sugar substitutes, dairy substitutes, and gluten substitutes, but I like to make yummy food that I think all of us would love. So this is another Instagram recipe that came my way. So I'm going to try and recreate it and do it with you all. All right. So let's take attendance. If you would like to be counted present, please announce yourself. There's Lucy. If you want to be counted present, feel free to announce yourself. However, if you prefer to watch quietly from the clouds and y'all know who you are, you're always welcome here. We are the happy, wholesome, family-friendly side of Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. All right, so let's see who we have here. KBK Kennels, the finest Elijah. Hello, Marquand. Hello, Naya. Got Big Bad. It's been a long time. How are you, Mr. Umi, Nathani, DJ Sam's, Perfect Home Spa. That sounds wonderful. Mark and Naya 999. Thank you all so much for being here on Instagram. I see you all on TikTok. If you want to shout out, just let me know. Over on YouTube, we've got Derek Davidson. Hello. We got Lisa in the house. Lisa, and Cult Jam. Ooh, baby, I think I love you from head to toe. We got Ethel Stewart in the house. She says, hello, Maggie. I'm finally here from the beginning. You found me. I do stream pretty much every day. I make food and femininity content. Usually I'm cooking around dinner time, East Coast. I'm in Atlanta. When I'm not cooking, I'm still eating, clearly, we know. And then I do documentaries and some other content, like at night. Last night, Lucy and I did a collab. So I'm glad you're here. Turn on your notifications if you like what I do. Derek says, you can cook food good. Well, thank you. Thank you so much for the compliment. I'm not a chef, but I do my best. And Joe says you were second in line. Thank you so much for being here. All right, everybody. So let me show you. We'll clean the counters, wash my hands. Let me show you the recipe that we're going to be making today. And you all can tell me what you think. I have another beautiful eggplant from the giveaway box. So we're going to use this vegetable. We're going to use this vegetable and make kind of like a pizza snack. Let me show y'all what it is. All right. So as always, I give credit to the recipe creator. So this is Miss Erica. What is her whole name? Erica. Well, she's Erica V on Instagram. All right, so let me show y'all.
You have got to try my favorite new low-carb snack. I'm calling it Eggplant Frico. Slice and salt the eggplant till they're nice and sweaty, then wipe off that sweat, brush on a bit of olive oil, and roast for 30. Next, we prep the crispy parm, or what we call Frico. You bake for 2 minutes only, then you top with eggplant, sauce, basil, a little bit of mozzarella, then back in the oven until they look like this. How good does that look? Follow for more recipes just like this. You have got to try my favorite new low-carb snack. I'm calling it Eggplant Frico. Slice and salt the eggplant till they're nice and sweaty, then wipe off that sweat, brush on a bit of olive oil, and roast for 30. Next, we prep the crispy parm, or what we call Frico. You bake for 2 minutes only, then you top with eggplant, sauce, basil, a little bit of mozzarella, then back in the oven until they look like this.
All right, so let me know what y'all think.
Follow for more recipes.
If you like Italian flavors, if you like pizza, this looks like it could be a good substitute. So let's clean the counters. Hello, King Flex. Let's clean the counters, wash our hands, get our uniform on. And this is a few steps. It looks pretty straightforward, but hopefully it won't take as long. But we do need to get started because we need to sweat out that that eggplant. Hello, Darlene. So good to see you. It's been a while. Happy Thursday, everyone. This is the highlight of my evening, believe me. Oh, we all go through what we go through, but here we like to keep it happy, wholesome, and family friendly. Finest says it looks so good. All right, so you all would eat it. You're here for the eggplant frico. I like the name. I want to say frico. Maybe I'm doing too much, but y'all know me. Why be regular when you can be extra? All right. so let me keep this, counters are clean, hands are clean. Let me keep this here on repeat in case anybody pops in so you all can see what we're making. If you're craving pizza flavors, this could be a good substitute for you, right? All right. Shout out to the Maggie merch. Y'all know where to find me. Oh, I need to run this through the wash, but it's all right for now. Let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so we're gonna wash and we are going to slice the eggplant. She does have some instructions there, so I'll try and follow the directions, but I usually just try and eyeball it. That's what I love about cooking. Let me turn down the air, y'all. I'm a woman of a particular age. All right, so she does have the instructions here, so I'll show you all, and then we're gonna go ahead and get started. So we need an eggplant and we need it sliced into 1/2-inch thick circles. So let's go ahead and get started with that. I'm gonna get the cutting board. And I'm going to wash the eggplant. You know what? If you don't like or if you don't have eggplant, you could probably do this with zucchini or any other squash. Hello, Manskar. Thank you so much for being here. All right, so let's see. We have a big, beautiful eggplant. I had a lot of this in Egypt. They cook it with some seasoning and roast it so nicely, but let's go ahead and wash this. I don't know. Is this a summer vegetable? Whale says, I know the feeling. We're of the same age. Yeah. And then I'm here underneath the lights, and we're going to prep the oven, so might as well go ahead and get started. All right. So let's just give this a nice little wipe off, and then I'm just going to slice it freehand. I'm going to eyeball it. If you're not good at that, you can use the little guards and try and get equal slices. Let me make sure y'all can see everything. Trying to make sure everyone can see. All right, so I'm going to start at the stem. I'm just going to cut this off. So we're going to make pizza fricos. I'm looking like about the size of the palm of my hand. All right, so we'll take that down, and then got this beautiful squash. Eggplant is a great vehicle for pretty much anything you want to put on it. If you're doing obviously like an eggplant parm, you could crust it up and do your sauce and cheese. If you're doing like a lasagna, you all can see I'm just kind of cutting them freehand like this. That might be a little bit thicker, but if you're doing like a veggie lasagna, eggplant is a great vegetable. You could layer it. We could cut it like this way, lengthwise, and have the long strips. And then you could use that in place of noodles. If you're trying to be low carb, if you're diabetic, pre-diabetic, if you need to watch the carbs that you intake, if you just want to get some of this weight off like me, always struggling. It's always unbig your back season over here. Lisa says, it says eggplant is considered a summer veggie. That's why it's in abundance. All right, so let's go ahead and cut all of them. I don't know if we'll roast all of them. Let me put these on another cutting board out of the way, because we're going to salt them. All right. So you all can see it's got a beautiful, like, I would say almost like spongy flesh, but it absorbs really well. We're going to take some of that moisture out, but let's just go ahead and cut these. This would be great for like little mini pizza crusts too. I guess that's what we're doing. But you could do toppings. This one is pretty big, y'all. It's bigger than my hand. Got some jewelry. You like it? Hello, Fairy Slay Mother. I know you. I met you in New York. Oh my gosh. Starts with the C at YouTube. Hello, Olga Kemi. Thank you so much for being here. Yes. Oh my God. I want to say, why is it on the tip of my tongue? All right. So let's just slice this up. Let's go ahead and slice all of it. We may not cook all of it, but you could pan fry it. You could do so many things. Hello, Andrews, and hello, PGN. Okay, so what we're gonna do next, I'm gonna try and get a few more slices out of this, and then what we're gonna do next, what we're gonna do now is go back. I know, I'm lame. I enjoy it that way. Hello, TW. Hello, Patty Play Lottery. Good to see you, my dear. All right, keep that straight. Y'all know me. Oh, my camera got tilted. Hold on, y'all. There we go. Y'all know it's just me and my janky cell phone. I'm not a professional. I just play one on YouTube. All right, let's see. Careful when you get down to the edges. Okay, so now we have our eggplant slices, and you can tell they're already starting to oxidize, which means once the air is touching them, they're getting kind of brown. So the recipe says to salt them generously. So let's get some salt. So I just have regular dollar store kosher salt. You can use your Himalayan salt. Emmy says, what am I making? I'm making eggplant Frico. I will show you the video in just a moment. Let's get these all in one layer. The reason we're going to salt the eggplant, you can do this on zucchini, you can even do it on tomato. It's going, and we need to let it sit for a minute. It's going to draw up the moisture, and then we're going to wipe that away. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to, well, okay, we'll do it this way so you all can see. I'm just kind of pouring the salt, and these are kind of big crystals, but you all can see kind of like snow. We're going to pour the salt on each of the zucchini, the eggplant, and just let it set. So salt is going to draw out the moisture, so it's going to bubble up. Y'all can tell right now it's kind of dry, kind of like pasty and dry. Once we put this salt on here and let them set, it's going to kind of sweat out the moisture. And so that means when we roast it in the oven, it'll roast up more crispy because we've taken some of that water out. Y'all know stuff isn't really crispy when it's wet and soggy. So this is something that you want to do in the beginning. It says let it sit like 15 to 30 minutes. I'm not doing that. We're going to get enough of a sweat. Hello, Derek Davidson. Ooh, Lisa says eggplant is so good even on the grill. Ooh, that's a great idea. I don't think I'm going to cook all of this, so that's a great tip. Hello, Buzz. Hello, Lamp. All right, so hopefully you all can see we have our eggplant here, and we have salted it, so we have a little bit of snow on everything. I'm just going to set it behind me and see what we can get started on while this is going. This is a vegetarian recipe. There's no meat on here. It's not vegan because it's got cheese. You could make it vegan if you want to. We love everybody, but I do eat meat. Hello, Russia on TikTok. Yeah, you know, soggy. Yeah, it's not good. So while that's kind of doing its thing, let's see what the instructions say. Oh, let me play it one more time for those of y'all who just hopped in. You want to know what we're making.
Next, we prep the crispy parma, what we call Frico.
It's an Instagram reel.
Top with eggplant, sauce, basil, a little bit of mozzarella, then back in the oven until they look like this.
I gotta glare.
How good does that look? Follow for more recipes just like this. You have got to try my favorite new low-carb snack. I'm calling it Eggplant Frico. Slice and salt the eggplant till they're nice and sweaty, then wipe off that sweat, brush on a bit of olive oil, and roast for 30. Next, we prep the crispy parma, what we call Frico. You bake for 2 minutes only, then you top with eggplant, sauce, basil, a little bit of mozzarella, back in the oven until they look like this. How good does that look? Follow for more recipes just like this.
All right, so again, this is a vegetarian recipe because it's just the cheese, the eggplant, and the sauce, or how some of y'all say sauce. But you could absolutely make these into little mini pizzas and put toppings on them, pepperoni, mushroom, all of that. But that is the goal. All right, so let's see here. All right, first step, which I didn't do, preheat the oven to 400, so I need to do that. Generously salt the sliced eggplant, let it sit for 15 to 30 minutes, and then using a paper towel, wipe the sweat and most of the salt from the eggplant, put it on parchment on a baking sheet. All right, so let's start by preheating the oven. I just hate for it to sit here and just be sitting there all hot at 400 degrees, but let's get in there. Hello, Gloria. Gloria, Gloria, I think I got your number. Gloria, I think I got the alias. Gloria, that you've been living under. Gloria. Okay, I know you didn't ask for that. I gave it to you anyway. Hello, Lost Patrick. Hello, Seacrum. I have musical outbursts here. We have a good time. All right, so let's open up the oven, make sure I emptied it well. Yes, because I do use it for storage. We're gonna go ahead and turn it on at 400 and let it preheat, okay? So we're just gonna do bake, 400. All right, and our eggplant is percolating. It's time for the percolator. Hello, butter pecan. It's time for the percolator. All right, so it's doing its thing. Let's move the knife out of the way. All right, so I am going to, I guess we could roast both of them. I got some salt crystals. Let's put some parchment paper on our trays here. So when our eggplant comes out, we're gonna put them directly on here. Patty Play Lottery says, free spontaneous music, the best kind. Absolutely, y'all didn't know y'all were coming to the disco kitchen. Let's do it, all right? Do not encourage me. Hello, Esther. All right, so we're gonna go in with our parchment paper. Parchment paper has been treated with silicone. It's different from wax paper, all right? You wanna be very careful. Wax paper will smoke in the oven. Hello, Sarah's Beauty Salon. I came by and I brought you a gift. Let me know if you got it. And I need to come by and get my eyebrows done. I was thinking about you. All right, oh, we're almost at the end. Do y'all throw it away when it gets to this point? I am not throwing it away. Groceries are expensive. Butter Pecan says you're going to order your apron at the end of the month. Thank you, sweetheart. Hello, Sandmia. You can go to Teachable Moments with Maggie for all of my merch and all of my stuff. I'll give you guys another little commercial while we're sweating out our eggplant. You can get your aprons in multiple sizes, multiple colors. This is the standard. We also have a long. You can customize it, put your name on it, put the kid's name on it, all of that. Hello, A4. All right, so we're down to the end of the parchment paper. All right, so since this comes on the roll, see if I can tear it clean. All right. So we're gonna put a little bit of oil in the bottom of the pan. You can also use water. That just gets it to lay flat so it doesn't curl up on you like this. Since we're gonna need some oil anyway, Butter Pecan says, cool, Maggie, thank you. The recipe calls for olive oil. I'm gonna use the coconut oil that's been approved for me. If you have a really good quality olive oil, like the ones in Greece or Italy, please use that. But I'm trying, y'all. I'm trying. Do what I'm supposed to do. I'm over here greedy, traveling and eating this. This is what I'm going to use, the MCT coconut oil. But yeah, it does call for olive oil. But that's what we do here. I like to make substitutes and let you all know what I'm doing. Hello, Benjamin. Thank you so much for being here. All right. So our eggplant is sweating over there. So I'm just going to put a few little struggle drops on the pan. And then what I'll do is I'll just brush it with a pastry brush. And then that way our parchment paper won't roll up on us, or at least it shouldn't. All kind of different cooking hacks to get your parchment paper to stick. Sometimes people cut it exactly to the shape. I'm not doing that. You can crumble it up and then smooth it out. That seems to work. Sometimes people do water. This is just a little bit of glue. You could also use like a cooking spray or whatever you have on hand. And the parchment will help it to release so it's not stuck to the pan when we're ready to take it out. All right, so I'm just gonna put that in here and I'm gonna smooth it out. Not perfect, but you can see how it's kind of sticking on here. All right, so we got one. Let's do the other one. So when we're ready for our eggplant, we can put them right on there. I probably should have put the curly side down. Let's try that. All right, let's do the other one. A little oil. Just brushing it so that it gets to all the corners. What's everybody cooking today? Or what was cooked for you today? Or What are you eating? Let me know if you guys like Italian flavors. I didn't really think I was a huge fan of Italian food. It's great, especially cooking for the family because you can cook, big portions. But when I went to Italy, some of the best I've ever had. If you don't think you like a certain cuisine, have the original version or as close as you can and then judge from there. Okay, my struggle parchment is still struggling. I was down to the end of the roll. All right, so let's move these, and we have cheese, sauce, and basil. Butter Pecan had picked pizza. Is that pickled pizza? All right, we're about halfway. Let me show you all the. It's kind of hard to tell, but it's kind of starting to get a little bit wet. Our eggplant, so you can see the salt is hopefully drawn up some of that moisture. Yeah, I can see the water beads. I don't know if you all can see some of the water beads. So we're gonna let it keep going. I almost feel like I should have salted the other side too. What do y'all think? She didn't say that, but it's okay. All right. So next we have cheese, sauce, and basil. That sounds like a cheer. Cheese, sauce, and bagel. Oh, basil. Cheese, sauce, and basil. Cheese, sauce, and basil. Okay, nobody else. Hello, Hemo. Good to see you again. Thank you for being here. Hemo says Maggie's the best chef in the world. You are too kind. I am a struggle cook, but I do enjoy it. I love cooking for y'all. Patty Play Lottery had chicken wings, fried and greasy. Sounds good. So bad, but so good. Oh my goodness. Lisa had a tomato sandwich from the garden. That sounds amazing. Yes. Oh, that's one thing I'm not good at. I'm really good with fresh cut flowers, y'all. I can't grow anything and they die a slow, sad death. I do not have a green thumb. Kiki had beef fajitas on TikTok. That sounds amazing. Man, y'all are making me hungry. All right. I'm trying to eat between 12 and 6. I'm doing a little bit of intermittent fasting, so I don't eat early or late. Hello, prime time. This travel is great, but y'all, I'm so greedy. Okay. Cheese, sauce, and basil. So I placed an order from Restaurant Depot. I got a lot of basil. Thank you for my song, so-and-so. We got a lot of basil here. We don't need all of it, but we're gonna wash off some and have some sprigs ready. But this is what happens when you order at the the depot. And let me show y'all too, the beef bacon. We're not using it tonight, but this also came from Restaurant Depot. Some of y'all have asked about the beef bacon. This is like the 5-pound slab. You can eat regular bacon, that's fine too, but sometimes when I get ingredients this is heavy. Sometimes when I get new ingredients or ingredients that are different, y'all ask. So you can get this at Costco. We're gonna be eating bacon for a while. Yummy. This one is probably the closest to me to regular bacon. You know, turkey bacon and some of those other, I kind of like jerky. Hello, that's awesome. All right, where are we getting sauce and cheese? All right, I'm gonna show you all what I'm using. 1 second. Woo, something is burnt in that oven. I do not like it. Y'all know when something starts to smoking? Let's turn on the lights and smell the oven. Hello, Jamita. Thank you so much for being here. Yes, Tommy girl, beef bacon. If you can have pork, absolutely. I have it in the fridge, but supposed to try and eat better. So just showing you all beef bacon. A lot of people love it. You use that all the time. It is delicious. It actually cooks up really nicely. When I was in Egypt, no shocker, they had beef bacon in the morning. So just giving you all some options. Sometimes, we're creatures of habit. We don't know what we like. We like what we know. So I'm here to help educate. We learn together. Hello, Ivka, thank you so much for being here. Lisa says, how is the beef bacon? Can you really tell a difference? Yes. Now, you can also get, I think at Ingles, you can also get the small packs too. This is another brand, Godshaw's beef bacon. To me, it tastes like a bacon steak. I know that sounds weird. So we have regular bacon. So you all know this one is going to be like a little bit fattier, a little bit caramelier, if that's a word, I don't know. So the beef bacon, you can tell it's a little bit thicker. It's like a thick cut bacon, and it's not tough like jerky, but it's got more substance to it. You know how pork bacon, if you love it, how you bite down and it just kind of melts away? The beef bacon is going to stay around a little bit longer, but it's got that wonderful flavor. And this one actually cooks up to me closest to regular bacon. Okay? So just giving you all some substitutes. All right, what else are we using? We're going to get to a point where we need some sauce or some sauce. Hello, Roddy. Thank you so much for being here. Okay, our oven is ready. Focus, Maggie. All right. This is where I get confused. Put a pin in that. We'll be back. All right. Let's go ahead and, I know, stressing me out. All right, let's go ahead and start roasting our eggplant. We'll come back to this. So it's only been about 15 minutes, but I'm going to go ahead and call it. Is it perfect? No. The longer you can let this set, what's going to happen is you're going to get like little beads, little bubbles of water on your eggplant, which is good. Okay, so let me wash my hands. You're going to wipe this off, and then we're going to transfer it over to our trays. Thank you all for the hearts on Instagram. So we're going to transfer this over. Let me see if you all can see. So you can see some of the salt crystals, but can you see some of the water too? And for those of y'all, I don't know if you can see. Everybody who's asking, think about, it tastes like brisket, the beef bacon. All right, I know it's kind of hard to see, but y'all can see it kind of got, there we go. That's what we're looking for, all right? We want to get the moisture to come up out. And, all right. I'm just going to start here. I'll probably go with the smaller ones. I'm just going to wipe. I'm going to wipe in the sink. All right, so it's looking like this. So you can get the kids in the kitchen to help you. This was a, honestly, this was a thick, like a kosher salt. Probably for salting your vegetables, you probably would want to use like a fine table salt, because those little granules will get in the eggplant faster. You know, this is sitting up on top, but look, this is what I got. All right, you will be all right. So I'm just brushing this into the sink. And I'm lining, oh, y'all can't see what I'm doing. I'm lining them up on the parchment paper. All right, so let's do half here. And then we'll get the other one and do half. And then we're going to brush them with oil and put them in the oven. That's pretty much the longest part, roasting them, because after that, it's just like assemble and melt. Okay, back to the brushing. Yeah, these Mama Jammas are pretty big. All right. Hi, Roddy. All right. Everybody doing well? Mr. Feed Your Girl says, what are you cooking? Eggplant Frico. Let me get to a stopping point and I'll show y'all the video again. Y'all can see how exposed it's already started to turn brown. Roasting vegetables, don't sleep on it, y'all. Vegetables have like a natural sweetness. If you don't like veggies, or you got, you know, a man or a kid, or, you know, somebody who doesn't like veggies, I say using them as a vehicle, hello Michelle on TikTok, for the stuff that you actually like is the secret, okay? So use these as like little personal personal pizzas. Let's see if I can squeeze a couple more in here. Or put them, you know, we've used them as little boats. or put them in with the stuff that they're going to eat. All right. So they've been salted. I'm gonna have to find space for that. Let's bring this back. What we're gonna do now is go back. I need to make space for this big old mama jamma. All right. So we've got 2 trays. This is 1 eggplant. Now we're going to go with oil. She calls for olive oil. I'm just going to use my coconut oil. I know it's not authentic, but this is the healthy oil approved for me. All right, so we just kind of put that on there, and I'm going to brush it. But you notice how I just poured it on, and look how it just absorbed in there. So let me go kind of quickly, y'all. I think salting them kind of makes them, ooh, y'all, can y'all see that? They're nice and porous. So now when I put the oil on there, it's like, it just sucks it up. So that's a good thing because that means they're gonna cook nice and crispy. Y'all see how they just kind of absorb that coconut oil? So yeah, if you had a really good quality olive oil, you could do the same. All right, so we're just gonna brush these with oil. And again, all we did was slice them and salt them for about 15 minutes, wipe off the excess, and then we've oiled them. Okay, so these are gonna go in the oven. It says 30 minutes. Y'all know I'm not doing that, but I do like to cook live for you. Lisa says, I can't stop thinking about that wonderful food in Egypt. Yes, it was amazing. For my channel members, I did a post today. For my Instagram subscribers, my patrons, I did a special post for y'all. Oh. We had a professional photographer on our cruise on our trip, and he just shared some beautiful. Let me see if I can find the cover. He just shared some beautiful pictures that he took, and I've shared those to my channel members. So if you want to see all the behind the scenes, I haven't even seen all of them because it's a lot. It's a whole lot. But anyway, yes. I'm part of a travel group. We go to a different country every year. Thank you, Lisa says you're so awesome. Thank you. Pretty in Pink loves eggplant. Absolutely. It's a wonderful vegetable. You can do a lot with it. It's kind of neutral in flavor on its own. So you can see it absorbs up whatever you use with it. So I'm really excited as well. We're going to have dinner. Hello, Debbie Baldwin. Jessica's here. Yeah. But yeah, it was amazing. Okay. So while our eggplant is roasting, so we need to do sauce and cheese, please. Or if y'all have questions, we've got time. It's in there. Y'all can see it's nice and golden. We want to get it nice and brown and wrinkly. That's what the heat and the oil does. Okay. So beverages and condiments, I'm always saying watch out for extra calories. Clearly, it's a struggle for me. But you can see here, I'm using this ragu simply. This one says no sugar added. Believe it or not, there's extra sugar put in a lot of things that aren't supposed to be sweet. Your sauces and condiments are a big culprit. So I'm using this ragu. You can just get it from Walmart. But you can see this one says 8 simple ingredients. But key is no sugar added, okay? So you know, if you're diabetic or pre-diabetic, sometimes you don't realize how much sugar you're getting, and then you go to eat something sweet, and then we have a problem. Hello, Vonnie Young. Thank you so much for being here. Okay, so that's going to be our sauce or our sauce. I'm going to shred this cheese. She's using Parmesan and mozzarella. If you can have dairy, please have some for me. Izzy says, exactly. This is what I'm using, okay? Manchego cheese. This is a Spanish sheep's milk cheese, okay? So again, when I say dairy-free, I know people want to come for me. That's cow dairy for me. I can have sheep's milk. I can have goat's milk. If you can do the vegan dairy, that's fine too. Something about the proteins in cow milk, some of us can't tolerate, or our body just doesn't do well. I get a lot of I don't know, mucus and inflammation. If you can have some, please have some for me. But if you want a good substitute, Manchego is the cheese. You can see it comes on a cheese wheel. So we're going to take it out and shred it. You're going to find these cheese substitutes not in the back where like the Kraft cheese is. You're gonna find it in the front of the grocery store where like the Boar's Head deli stuff is. Okay. Hello, Ghost of Taylor. Thank you all so much for being here. Izzy says, nice recommendation. You're welcome. That's what I do. All right. So let's open this up and I'm just gonna shred it by hand. And yes. Well, you know what? While I got the cutting board here, let's go ahead and do the basil because we got a lot. I got this at Restaurant Depot. I only needed a few sprigs. So you all tell me, what else could we do with our basil? You could put this in lemonade. Yeah. Butter pecan. Yeah, your tummy doesn't handle cow dairy. A lot of people just, there's some type of enzyme or something some of us have that you can break down cow dairy. Some people just can't. A lot of people are lactose struggles. Oh my gosh, y'all, this smells so bright and grassy. We're gonna put some on our eggplant frico. What else can we do with the basil, y'all? Cocktails, a nice little lemonade. I feel like I should give some of this away, y'all. I got a pound of basil. Why? Oh. But you know, when you shop at the big box places, this is what you get. If you all could smell it, it smells so bright. Okay. So I am going to take, I think this is good, nice and beautiful. Hurrah, hurrah. All right, so we're gonna rinse this off. Oh, it smells kind of peppery, kind of minty. Hello, Taff. Ooh, Lisa says you use basil for an upset stomach. Lisa says tomatoes and mozzarella. We could make a great caprese salad, absolutely. See, y'all are cooking with me. We got all kinds of ideas here. Basil is serious. All right, let's just give this a rinse, and then we're just gonna pluck off the leaves because we're gonna put one on each of our frico. All right, so we'll just let that, and then we'll get a little container. All right, how's our eggplant? It's looking good. The sides or the rim of the eggplant is starting to wrinkle. Y'all know how stuff gets like hot and kind of like wrinkles up. Francine says it's great in tomato sauce. Absolutely, or Italian flavors. Where is Christina? Shout out to those of y'all who love Italian flavors. And it's starting to brown in there. I'm getting excited. Lisa says you can put your basil on pizza, spaghetti sauce, any chicken or white meat. You can dry extra basil out in the air fryer. Thank you. I needed that. I'm going to message you because I don't want this to go bad. And y'all, they gave me a whole like pound. Gillis is here for the eggplant. Hello, Diamond Clinton. Thank you for being here. Okay. So we're just going to pop off these leaves. Let me look at hers. So for those of y'all that are just coming in, this is what we're making.
Olive oil and roast for 30. Next, we prep the crispy parm, or what we call frico. You bake for 2 minutes only. Then you top with eggplant, sauce, basil, a little bit of mozzarella, then back in the oven until they look like this. How good does that look? Follow for more recipes just like this. You have got to try my favorite new low-carb snack. I'm calling it Eggplant Frico. Slice and salt the eggplant till they're nice and sweaty, then wipe off that sweat, brush on a bit of olive oil, and roast.
Christina's here.
Next, we prep the crispy parm, or what we call frico. You bake for 2 minutes
Okay.
only, then you top with eggplant sauce.
All right, so I'm just taking a look at the basil. So I just need to pluck it off here at the stem. Those of you all who like your Italian flavors, you will love this. I'm just getting it prepped and ready. I don't do anything in advance. I do everything for you all to see. And if it works, it works. Christina's here. Thank you all. Yeah, I ordered. So you all know or don't know, I use Instacart and the grocery delivery. And I usually just order the things that can get here the quickest. And today it was Restaurant Depot. So I have a pound of basil and 5 pounds of beef bacon. So we're going to have to come up with some bacon recipes, some lots of different things to do with basil. I just feel like I should put this in every drink that I drink for the next whatever. Pretty in Pink says eggplant is delicious on pizza. I've never had eggplant as a topping on pizza. We're almost using it like a little pizza crust. kinda, with the cheese. All right, speaking of the cheese, woo, y'all, taking the fresh herbs off of the vine. I love the shortcuts, but there's nothing like the fresh. When I tell you, it's just the whole kitchen smells like an herb garden. Love it. I'm excited. Okay, let's move our way to the cheese, please. If we need more, um, basil, we'll get some. I'm just going to move this behind me so we can start shredding the cheese. Hello, fit fat. I know that's my struggle. Yes, this is something you love. I thought of you. Ooh, Christina puts eggplant in her lasagna. Yes. So we talked about that. You could do this as a noodle substitute in your lasagna, or like I said, y'all, if you have kids or a man or people who don't like vegetables, put it in the stuff they're already going to eat. That's what mom would do, y'all. We will put the cauliflower and the mashed potatoes. So you're eating it up and you don't know there's extra veggies in there. All right. Thank you for the roses, butter pecan. Okay. Cheese, please. So you see the next step, what we need to be doing. I have the sheet pan. So this is the big old crusty sheet pan. We all have one. And then this is a silicone mat. I think I just bought it from Walmart or Amazon. This is also easy to release. So we're going to put this in the sheet pan. And I'm going to just shred the cheese directly in here. And I think I'll just form it with my hands. Let's see if I can make 6. All right. So again, I'm using manchego cheese. 1 second. Let me chop in here. Since the cheese comes off of the cheese wheel, you've got a little bit of that, I don't know if it's a rind or an ink or whatever they put on there. It is edible, but when I'm shredding, we don't want those colors in the cheese. All right. So I'm just going to cut that off and probably snack on it. So let's just get the edge off. Another thing you can do if you're making your own sauce, you can take the end with the rind on it and put that in the cheese. Can't wait for them to come out. Put that in the sauce. When you're simmering your sauces, for hours, you can put this in there almost like you would put in a bay leaf and then just take it out and it'll just give you that flavor. I'm gonna eat it, greedy. All right, a little bit of cheese board etiquette. For those of you all who are interested, Lucy and I teach the Finishing School for the Modern Woman. We will start that back up in the fall. We teach ladies of all ages about etiquette, elegance, and femininity. This summer, we are actually teaching Etiquette Summer School for Kids, and registration is open. We start July 6th. We have very generous sponsors who are providing scholarships. Excuse me, I posted it on all of my channels today, so you can apply. We'll let our sponsors pick, but it's $100 for the family, and we're going to teach it live on Zoom. All right, so you can see here, this is part of a cheese wheel. You can imagine the cheese wheel. The nose, I think they call it the nose of the cheese, is the best part because this was the center of the cheese wheel. So that's got the most concentrated flavor. So if you go to our charcuterie board, what you don't want to do is, there we go. You don't want to cut it this way and take this part of the cheese for yourself. That's greedy because that's improper cheese etiquette. Yes, there is cheese etiquette. You actually want to cut it this way and get a slice of the cheese so everybody gets a little bit of the good stuff. There you go. I am working on an etiquette certification. I've been taking classes on top of everything else I'm doing, taking classes at like 7 in the morning so that, I know as much as I can, kind of train the trainer. Gilla says, I love pasta tossed with pesto. Yes, we got to do a pesto recipe. Quick and easy fresh meal. That sounds amazing. I've got some pesto. We'll have to try that. We got Sabrina saying hello, Maggie and friends. I'll make some pesto with the eggplant. Christina says, I love to make panko breaded eggplant dipped in homemade ranch. Y'all, it all sounds good. All right. So I'm just going to cut this in half the proper way. The proper way. Now I have a block that I can hold and I can shred. All right. So that's what I just wanted to do, a little rough cut. let's get I'm just gonna do this by hand, and I'm gonna shred directly onto the mat. Our eggplant is looking great. It's about 15 more minutes. So this is the Frico part. I just like saying that. This is the Frico part that's going to crisp up around the eggplant. All right. So let's see if I'm just gonna shred it by hand, and then I will move them. Actually, that looks pretty good. All right. So we just want to make a little cheese pad for our eggplant to lay down in. All right. So let's see if I can do 6 of them. And I know I'm cooking a whole tray of eggplant, but we're only going to make 6 Frico. Make sure everybody can see. Hello, Modessa. And again, if you can have dairy, use the Parmesan. This is my substitute. Let me put a towel underneath here because I don't like how this is wobbling on me. That's a little kitchen hack. You can put a wet paper towel or just a towel underneath here so it doesn't move. Okay, so we have the next little mountain of cheese, and then all I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of spread it out and flatten it out. And then we'll just keep repeating. Try and make a little cheese plate for our eggplant. Hello, Jay. Hello, Modessa. How's everybody doing? Lisa says, can you freeze it? Can you freeze the basil? I guess you could, but then when you're ready to thaw it out, would it be like, you know how you freeze spinach and it's great in a stew, but it's not fresh anymore. All right, next one. Let's go ahead and smooth this out. All right, so we have 3. Let's keep going. You could buy the already shredded cheese. It's not the end of the world. Just know that they do add extra ingredients to keep it from clumping together. So if you're trying to eat clean and watch, out for extra ingredients, if you can, do it by hand. I enjoy it. It's therapeutic for me, but I am not opposed to the shortcuts in a pinch. But if you can shred it fresh, I think it melts better and it tastes better. Oh, Gillis says, pesto with all the basil you have. Oh, yes, and some pine nuts and put it in the food processor. Absolutely. Gillis says, I don't know how you keep up, Maggie. I don't know either, y'all. I got a lot of energy. But one of these days, me and old mister is going to be like, that's enough. Shut it down. I'll have to post, y'all. It was fun. So enjoy me while you can. I'm here until I'm not. Hello, Gaspin's mother. I'm traveling again next week, but oh my gosh. Christina says you can smash the basil inside plastic wrap and freeze it. Great idea. All right, we've got 2 more fricos to make. I'm getting down to the last little nubs of cheese. Let's see if I can carefully make my little mountain. Starts to crumble. I do have the grinder. I probably should have just got that out, but sometimes it's just nice to kind of shut off your brain and do things the old-fashioned way. All right. This might not. Yeah, I'm going to have to use the other one because I've got a couple little chunks here. All right. We're going in with the other one. We want a nice bed of Frico to melt. All right, there we go. Let me just move this out of the way. Don't you worry, this won't go to waste. All right. Oh, y'all, the eggplant is looking really good. All right. So here's what we're gonna do now. Let's do number 6. Let me know if y'all think that's enough. She's got instructions there, but I'm not really paying attention. I'm just kind of eyeballing it, making 6 little cheese pockets. All right. That looks good. Let's put the clumps of cheese here. So we have our mountain, and we need to flatten it. Flatten the mountain. All right. Let me get a little spoon just to kind of shape these a little bit. And then we're going to put this in the oven by itself for 2 minutes so that this can melt down. And then we're going to put the eggplant on top of it, top it, and then brown it, and then we're done. All right, I think we're okay. I feel like I need a little bit more leaven over here, and a little bit more leaven over here. Like you're cooking for the kids, you know, you can't. Ooh, Ada says you deep fry your eggplant. Sounds so good. All right, I think we're good. All right, don't let my OCD get the best of me. All right, they're not always all gonna be the same. All right, so making the frico, here's where we are. Preheat the oven to 400, it's already 400. Line a separate baking sheet with silicone or parchment paper. Create small mounds of grated Parmigiano Reggiano. We used Manchego. Spread them out as shown. Bake for only 2 minutes. Put them in the oven, remove from oven and quickly top with the eggplant, sauce, basil, and shredded mozzarella. All right, this is a lot. Here we go. Alexa, set a timer for 2 minutes. Oh my gosh, y'all, that smells so good. Oh, okay. Let's move everything because we're gonna need to move fast. Let me just shred the rest of this into this bucket because when it comes out, we're gonna need to top it quickly. I'm not using mozzarella. If you can, that's fine, please do. But I wanna have this cheese ready so that when we assemble our fricos, and I'm just gonna spoon the sauce on there, place the basil. I'm getting nervous but excited. All right, focus, Maggie. How's everybody doing? Christina says a good snack. I'm running out of, a good snack is, I'll read in a minute, y'all, hold up. I wanna keep my eyes on what I'm doing. I'm just shredding the manchego, or if you already have it shredded. But you know, these big clumps might be okay on the top because they'll melt down into like a nice little mountain of cheese, please. So I won't hurt myself, but this is what we've got. So we have our, I think that light is just something, all right? So we have our little station, and let me pour out some sauce just so I don't contaminate. And I'm using the no sugar added marinara. If you have leftover spaghetti sauce, you could do that too. Even if you have canned tomato sauce with the fresh herbs. Doesn't this look like Italy? Okay, you didn't ask for that. Gave it to you anyway. All right, 15 more seconds. Sorry if I set off your Alexas, but that is where the margarita pizza comes from because you have the Italian flag colors. All right, so we have white, green, and red. Okay, Alexa, stop. 2 minutes. Woo! Dougie Fresh, you're on. It's hot. All right. Can y'all see? It melted that fast. Now we got to get the eggplant on here. I'm going to go with the small one. Ugh. All right. Can y'all see how they roasted up nicely? Let me get a spatula and just place them in there quickly. Whew, let me set this down, y'all. All right. So we oiled and salted them. Y'all see that? All right, so we're just gonna put that in there. You gotta do this while the cheese is nice and gooey. All right. Y'all, this looks so good. I wanna eat it just like that. Greedy. All right, put that in. We're just gonna do the small ones. All right. Let me move this out of the way for now. All right, and then I'm just kind of, any cheese that kind of spread out, I'm just kind of getting around there so it can form. I know she didn't say to do that, but all right. I'm just gonna press it in. Good. It's nice and making its little shell. Okay, so next is what? Sauce. I'm coming to y'all in the chat. I think it's sauce. Yeah, we did that. 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 Okay, sauce. Let me put the sauce in on all of them. Just spread a little bit, not all the way to the end. You don't want it to like overflow, but you do want to have each bite to have a nice little amount of sauce or sauce. And then you can keep the extra to dunk it in. Greedy. Fresh basil going in. So just gonna get the leaves, not the huge ones. Put the leaves on here. All right. And then we're going in with the cheese. I'm just gonna do like a little dollop. If they have a little chunk in there, you'll be all right. It'll melt down. It looks so pretty, y'all. Before you put the cheese on there, let me show y'all. I got one last one in the corner that you can see before you put the cheese on there. But let me go ahead and do the rest. Put the cheese on, and then anything extra. Let's give you some loving, give you some loving, and give you some loving. All right, so now we're gonna go back into the oven. I'm gonna take out the other one. This is going in just for that cheese to melt and brown, and then when they cool, hopefully they look nice and crispy. Hopefully y'all can see. All right, let's take out, woo! Let's take out this one. It smells incredible. All right, and let's put this one in. So let's see how long it says, y'all. This looks so yummy. God. I love food. That's the problem. This just looks incredible. Can y'all see how nice and like caramelized? First of all, they're lava hot. But can you all see how they got nice and wrinkly on the sides? You could cut this up and eat it just like that. Oh my God. Let's turn them over, y'all. They look beautiful on the bottom. What do y'all think? Doesn't that look nice? Oh, all right. So excited. And again, the natural sugars that are in vegetables kind of come out when you roast them like this. You could do a sheet pan meal with all kinds of different vegetables, peppers, onions, eggplant, and then do your steak or whatever you want to. All right. Moda says yes. All right. Now let me see what y'all are saying in the chat. Hello, Ninja Boy. Okay. Let me go back up to where I met. So we were talking about the pesto. I know Christina's here for team balsamic, for basil, balsamic, and mozzarella. That sounds amazing. Okay, we talked about freezing it. Gillis says, Maggie, did you have a chance to watch some of the TLA and AB coverage of the YSL? Y'all, I am well aware of what is going on. How can I say this? I am very selective of what I consume. Yes, I like to eat, but like the news and social media, like I want to know enough, but I pop in and then I'm just like, I can't take the foolishness. I'm sorry. I just can't take the foolishness. And I want to create different content. I am aware it is trending, but that's not for me. David Hunt says, what are we doing today? We are making eggplant frico. One more time.
Plant, sauce, basil, a little bit of mozzarella, then back in the oven until they look like this. How good does that look? Follow for more recipes just like this. You have got to try my favorite new low-carb snack. I'm calling it Eggplant Frico. Slice and salt the eggplant till they're nice and sweaty, then wipe off that sweat, brush on a bit of olive oil, and roast for 30. Next, we prep the crispy parm, or what we call Frico. You bake for 2 minutes only, then you top with eggplant, sauce, basil, a little bit of mozzarella, then back in the oven until they look like this.
All right, so have we ever made this before? No. So we cut the whole eggplant. This could be something that you could absolutely roast. Found a piece of missing cheese. This could be something you could absolutely roast. Just look at that. Doesn't that look beautiful? To me, that looks beautiful. Hello, Lindbergh. Hello in living color. Let's see what else y'all are asking. Let's check. How are we doing? Cheese is melting. It's not. Ooh, it's bubbling. I may put it underneath the broiler. And just get that nice like brown. And you're supposed to let them cool. We're not doing that. Thank you, Gillis. Christina says a good snack is basil on top of tomato and cucumbers and mozzarella in a balsamic glaze. Christina, add everything that Christina says, put in balsamic glaze afterwards. Gillis says there's a very simple eggplant dip that my grandma and mom make that is so good. It's like baba ganoush, but East Europe style. Send me the recipe. I have so much eggplant left. I've got this one that I roasted. I'm going to cut this up and just eat it, pack this away. So when that comes out, we're ready to plate and go. But yeah, I love to recreate recipes. Ethel says, looking good. You love it. You're going to make these. Sabrina says, I'm not an eggplant fan, but it looks good. If you don't like eggplant, zucchini, get zucchini slices. So they're going to be a little bit smaller unless you get a really big zucchini or any squash. All right. So let's pack this up. Start making room for our finished product. Oh, doggone it. Shucks. Oh, manchego cheese on the floor. I'm on stream. All right. So I'm just going to go ahead and pack these up. This could be, man, you know what? What about making like a burger? What if you use these? You know how people do tomato bun burgers or onion bun burgers? You could do this for like, put it between two pieces of like beef and cheese and onion and all of that. Oh my gosh. So we've got beautiful. Notice how the skin is kind of wrinkled. And I know if it looks kind of creepy to you, trust me, it's naturally sweet because I'm going to eat this one. We're going to clean up. How are we doing? Ooh, y'all, it's bubbling and brown. Can y'all see that? Okay, let's get ready. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. All right, leave that there. All right, getting excited. Mom says clean as you go because, you know, as soon as it comes out. Thank you, Rosalind, for liking the live. Hello, Donald. All right, so our parchment paper did the trick because it didn't stick. And I didn't mean to rhyme. Ooh, I got an idea. Okay, for plating, we're gonna do some sauce with a little bit of, not Parmesan, but wait till you see how I plate it. All right, let's get it together. But I gotta get in here and eat this. I just can't. I can't not. Gonna have this little kitchen snack while it's all nice and caramelized. Ooh, keeping an eye on it. Y'all, they're getting brown fast. Cheese goes from solid like butter to melted to bubbly brown to burnt really quickly. All right. Ooh, yes, I bet they're good in the air fryer. Yes, you could absolutely do this in the air fryer. Okay. All right, so let's get in here. It just comes apart so like chewy. Oh my gosh. Y'all, oh my God. It's sweet. It's creamy. Messing myself up. Hold up. It's salty. When I tell y'all, like you can see, well, I don't know if you can see how it's got like this nice crust on the top. Uh-oh. And then it's like almost like gooey on the inside. All right, focus. All right, it is time. Like Simba. Mm. Mm. Last bite. Put that on the side of a steak. Oh, so yummy. Hello, D-Ray. Hello, Joe. Jody Pops. Okay, what are we doing? Let's plate. All right. I'm thinking how I want to do my presentation. All right, so we had some extra pasta sauce that we put on top. I'm just going to use this for dipping, but I'm going to put it in a clean container so it kind of looks better. Y'all know we eat with our eyes. And then I'm just going to sprinkle a little bit of, if you can have Parmesan again, you could use that, grated Parmesan. Pecorino Romano, this is what I'm using, grated Pecorino Romano, another sheep's milk cheese. So that's how I can stay dairy free. All right, I'm turning this off, y'all. They're coming out. Whew. I'm just gonna put some basil on the plate for a little decoration. Just a little bit of garnish here, just to make it look kind of fancy. All right. And then we'll do, I don't know what I'm doing. Just put a little basil here. All right. So this is what we have. Let me move this because we're going to get out a hot pan so you all can see the finished product. All right. Now, she says let it cool. We're going to try. Hello, but no, not really. Keister, I'm supposed to stop eating by 6, and it is 6:09. Yeah, you can Instagram me. Y'all can reach me, Maggie the Substitute Teacher, Instagram, Facebook, or Maggie the Substitute Teacher at gmail.com. All right, ready? Woo! Hot. All right. Can y'all see that? Y'all hear that? It's bubbling brown. See how it got all crispy? All right, let me set this down. All right. So what I'm going to do to try and let it cool a little bit better, I'm going to get in here. I'm going to pull the silicone up and I'm going to put it on the counter. Ideally, you would let this sit for a second. I'm gonna try and get up underneath here. Okay, there we go. Hot. All right. So you all can see as quickly how the nice little crispy bits, oh, I don't think I'm gonna fold them in half, y'all. I think I'm just gonna plate because I think they look incredible. Yeah, and you notice when I come up on the side, can you see how we've got that nice little crispy shell? So let's just go ahead and plate. Hello, full 40. You could wish you could eat that on a roll like on bread. You absolutely could. this was just the inspiration for today, but you could add meat to this if you wanted to. You see, I'm just going to do a little dunking. Let me try and make it so everybody can see. All right, I'm going to get this spatula and we're just going to put them on the plate here. Hopefully they look okay. And take a bite. But first, take a picture. All right. Y'all see that? We got the nice crispy shell. Groove Parlor says, please save this live. I will. TikTok does not make it easy. I'm going to be very honest with you. Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, Twitter, as soon as the live is over, it automatically saves. However, TikTok doesn't automatically save. I have to go get the live, download it to my computer, and then upload it as a video. I'm not a huge fan, but for you, I will. For you, I will. Joy says, is that eggplant parmesan? It's eggplant frico. So yes, we have cheese, we have eggplant. It looks great. Thank you. And y'all see these crispy edges? Who is here for the crispy edges? Oh my gosh, it just looks beautiful. All right. Let's see, which one do I want to eat? I'm going to fold this one in. I'm going to fold this one in half. I'm already excited. Okay, focus, Maggie. We got to take the picture. I'm going to put one here and one here. Come on over, y'all. Dinner is ready, or snacks are ready. All right, this one, I folded in half, and I'm going to eat that one. But let's get some pictures. And we are done. Y'all can see this? So we have our eggplant frico. It looks scrumptious. Y'all like it? Ah, yes. Groove Partner, I'm streaming on YouTube right now. Go to Maggie the Substitute Teacher. I stream on YouTube primarily because it's the easiest. But yes, I am. Y'all see my janky cables? Oh God. Okay, pictures. Let's move everything. And we are done. You could do parsley. You could do whatever you want. I'm going to use that little dipping sauce. And again, this is how my channel started. I used to just cook these recipes. Oh my gosh, y'all, this is beautiful. On my own. And then people would say, Maggie, did you make that? Let me do one more basil here. My OCD is like, why? All right. There you go. You could even do like another basil on top. If you want that extra flavor. But yeah, so when you all see this stuff on my page and you're like, Maggie, did you make that? Yes, we made it. We made it together. All right. And then we'll do a video and I'll set it to some music for the old heads like me. Because that's what Marcus says, Mom, you need to use trending audio. And we have our eggplant frico. All right. So for anyone, last time, this is what we made.
Frico. You bake for 2 minutes only. Then you top with eggplant, sauce, basil, a little bit of mozzarella, then back in the oven until they look like this.
That's the goal. How did we do?
Recipes just like this. You have got to try my favorite new low-carb snack.
What does eggplant taste like? It tastes like squash. And if you don't like squash, I would give it a try. I think it's a little bit sweeter and a little bit softer. All right, y'all, I'm ready. I'm done. I'm done talking. Okay. Oh my gosh. So I made 6. So you can see we got this big one and we folded it in half like a taco. It's nice and cheesy. Oh, I'm going in. Got the crispy edges. Y'all, whew, it is so good. It is sweet and creamy from the eggplant. It's crispy and cheesy, and it's saucy. Mm. Mm-mm. I gotta stop. Y'all would eat that. Let them cool if you want to. I didn't even use the dipping sauce. One moment. You really don't need it because they've got all that goodness on the inside. But if you want it extra saucy, woo! Y'all, it's good. Yes, 10 out of 10. Eggplant Frico, I would definitely do it. All right. So we made this together, you all. You can even put more basil on there if you want it, a little bit more bright, a little bit more peppery. Go for it. All right, everybody, we're done. Let's see. So again, if you're new, I do stream every day. Food and femininity content, usually dinner time, Atlanta time. Thank you all so much for being here. Today's Thursday, so tomorrow's Friday. Lucy and I will be on the Wives Club channel. I have multiple channels, but you can find me on the Wives Club. We will be reviewing Kevin Samuels content. But I'm gonna go in. Y'all, when I tell you this is so good, woo! I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you. Hello, First Peter. All right, let y'all go so I don't embarrass myself, because when I tell you, it's so good. All right, everybody. We're gonna go ahead and end. I'm gonna love you and leave you right here. Hello, Exo Cafe. Thank you for watching on Instagram. All right, TikTok. Yes, I'm an Airbnb host as well. I will get this uploaded for you all. Thank you so much for watching on TikTok. And y'all, they don't make it easy. And then Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, Twitter. Thank you all so much. Thank you, Erica, for this amazing recipe. All right. It's exciting. Yes. Vegetarian, no meat. Shout out to me. Bye, y'all.